welcome to another episode of the PhazeCast. Post drunk night debauchery for both of us. I am a stud. Eric, how you feeling?
What was that? Ew.
I'm a stud. I feel great. I feel better. Like I've reached a point where I party, but I always know when I can get to the level I want to be at, maintain it, so that way you don't have a hangover the next day.
I thought that meant that you
Therefore, I'm a stud.
I thought that meant you were breeding.
No. I'm not attempting to breed any females.
That's what I thought you meant.
Yes.
What'd you do last night, Joe?
Well, Eric, I went to a synthwave concert at a small dive bar.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was dope as shit. The first guy was pretty like, okay, whatever. And I'm like, all right, this is exactly the kind of vibe I thought it was going to be. And the second band comes on, and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? This leveled up so fast, so hard. And then after that, the third, the main band, I was pretty good. He was really good, but I actually liked the second band better. And that's a wild feeling. They've only been together for they've only done things this year, or maybe not truthfully, but they only have one album. I wanna fucking not only shout them out here, but also give them to you for an album to listen to for next week. A little early peek. A little
exciting.
early peek. It's called Painted Cities. It's the Painted City.
Okay.
Is the name of the
Write this down.
Group. It's two dudes. Their album is Histories.
Okay.
There is their album art. It looks terrible on here, but Painted City. Check all their socials. They're fucking good. They were good the entire way through, and then their last songs, they were like, all right, who's ready for like a synth rock ballad? And you know how I am.
I know you were ready for a synth rock.
You know
ballad.
me.
You're always ready for a ballad, Joe.
When the dude who was on the keyboard the entire time picked up a guitar and then began to stand on the amp, turned away, I'm like, this is what I want. This is the vibe I need. And it was great. And then afterwards we went to a barcade and had a lot of drinks and Asian food. So I had a good time.
At this barcade where the game's free, were there tokens?
No, they were quarters.
What was the music that was playing?
What was the music that was playing? Top 200
of
200 of all eras. You know what I mean? That's an actual.
Okay.
I feel like that's an actual station in Springs, because there's a fucking radio station that does like the top 10 of each fucking year, and that's all they do.
Okay, that's better than what I there's Cobra Arcade here. Have you been to Cobra Arcade?
Oh, I've been to Cobra. Yeah.
I don't know. Cobra Arcade, the tokens are like pretty expensive, and they only play like recent top 40. It's not the vibe. It's not the vibe. There used to be a place called Bonus Round that we lived walking distance from, and Bonus Round was the shit. Bonus Round, the games were free. Half of them didn't work half the time because everybody would get fucked up and break them. But it was fun. That was a cool barcade. I feel like the music kind of makes or breaks it though. So like top 100 from any time is better than just. I mean, I'm fine with like a place that plays top 40, but not like a bar. I don't know. I feel like a barcade. It's gotta be.
Also, it's like classic games at the barcade I went to. Like cool. One of the walls was just pinball. I played fucking the Tron arcade game, and that game sucks ass, and I hate it because the controls are terrible. Played some Street Fighter 2. Love me some Street Fighter 2. Fucking classic shit. Qbert was there. It was wild. It was fun.
Qbert was there.
Yeah, Qbert. The old Qbert.
I know Qbert. I just don't know if I want Qbert there while I'm fucked up. I don't
Why?
know if
So you get lost in the...
I don't know.
I want to beat this guy.
Qbert just seems like he's a narc.
Qbert's a narc?
Yeah.
Nah, Qbert seems like mouth.
Qbert seems like the narc of the video game world. Like you invite him to a party and he kind of ruins the vibe.
We watched different Disney movies.
Oh, because of Wreck-It Ralph? What did he do in Wreck-It Ralph? I don't remember exactly.
He was a poor man down on his luck, but he helped Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
How dare you call him a narc?
Well, that sounds like a good night, Joe.
It was a great night, man. I had a good time, and what about yours?
I went to Top Golf for a friend's birthday. I've never been to Top Golf, Joe.
Oh, you never been to Top Golf? It's
no,
expensive.
I know. Okay,
I had to say. I knew I was going to say that.
I didn't want to be that guy. Obviously, even leaving with my wife, I didn't want to be like, "Wow, that was." But holy fuck, dude! And listen, there's a lot of technology that goes into that fucking thing. The ball knows where it goes. I don't know how it knows that. But holy fuck! I left. I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
and that was split amongst like 6 people for like a bay, plus food and drinks. Holy shit! But it was fun. It was fun. I really bad at
when your
golf.
fucking appetizers are like $15 to $20, your fucking appetizers. Like their food is okay enough, and like because of the setting, like that's what you end up doing it. My opinion on Top Golf is that it is strictly a work event thing.
Really?
Should be paid for by a company.
I know.
Is how I view it. That's what I meant by work event thing. If I'm going, someone is paying for it, not me.
I feel like I've been invited to Top Golf by friends several times, and I usually turn it down because that sounds expensive. But it was for a friend's birthday, and it was a lot of fun.
It's fun. It is fun. I will say it's fun.
Got to shoot the shit. We got to laugh at how bad everybody was. And my wife, by the way, and I've mentioned this on the podcast before, is horrifically bad at mini golf. Like horrendously bad. We went to Great Wolf Lodge with my son last summer, and they have a little tiny mini golf in the middle of the place. It's mostly a water park. Him and his friend wanted to do that, so we did it. Her par on one of the holes, which the holes are like arm's length. Like you can take your arm and do it.
Yeah.
She got a putt. It took 99 strokes for her to get this ball in the hole. Not even kidding. There were like kids behind us that were like going around us because she couldn't do it.
Oh.
So I watched her like chip the ball into the net over and over. It was amazing.
Like I feel like she just doesn't have the violent tendency.
No, you're right.
To hit the ball.
No, she
Like,
can't.
I feel like she has objective, like she's imprinting on the ball. Like, oh,
yeah.
Well, I don't want the ball to get hurt.
Yeah.
It's like, don't do.
She probably feels bad for the ball.
Your wife is too precious for this world. I full-heartedly say that. Ugh.
And then we went to a Halloween party after that.
Halloween party? Fuck.
Yeah, then a Halloween party. And I think you liked the picture of me at the Halloween party because I got fucked up at this Halloween party.
You look fucked. I was like, I came home at like I think 1 a.m. and I'm like, oh, Eric looks fucked as shit. Like,
he's not reference,
be here at 8 o'clock in the morning.
For reference, let's see if I. There was a guy who had made homemade chicken tenders, and I stomped around this party raving about them all night.
About homemade chicken tenders.
So that was my wife's friend took a picture of me holding the tendy, because I was very excited about them. That's me with the tendy. Yeah. I'll put it up there. Yeah. I'll put it up there for the people.
Put it up for the people.
And we had to run home from Top Golf, put on the disco clothes from recycled disco clothes that we already used last week. Which I told people at the party because it was a lot of people that I didn't know. So I was just like walking around talking to people, and they were like, "Oh, I love your costume," and I was like, "Thanks. This is just shit from my closet." And they were all like, "Ha ha ha!" And I was like, "No."
You just let them believe what they want to believe. Don't try to tell them the story.
No, I didn't. I didn't push it any further, but it kind of cracked me up because I just have a bunch of weird
clothing.
Yeah, I have a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah.
So that was my night. I ate a lot of homemade chicken tendies. There was pizza.
Love a pizza. Love a pie. Love a za. Yeah. Were you filled with wonder?
No, I haven't played Super Mario Wonder. Is it good?
Dude, this game has musicals in it.
I want to.
It's so fucking good.
I want to play it.
I oh my god. I got to a level and then this little plant guy was talking and he's like, "What's going on? What's happening?" And then the stage started doing musical stuff. He's like, "Oh, what? Oh, this is catchy." And then it was like, I'm like, "What's happening? This is fucking great." Mario is ascending even further. Every time I think Mario has reached a peak, they go a different direction on the mountain range that is the Mario series. And I'm just like, "Oh." And the new voice actor for Mario and Luigi, very good. Very good.
Yeah, Kevin Afghani.
Yeah, baby.
Genshin Impact, apparently.
Hell yeah.
As soon as I recover financially from Topgolf, I'll get Mario Wonder.
As soon as I get another loan out, it's
I texted Kevin. I was like, "Did you get Mario Wonder?" He was like, "No." I was like, "God damn it!" Typically, that's not how it works. I feel like usually I buy the games. I think the only game, the most recent game that Kevin has bought was Pikmin 3, which I was excited about, and now I'm bummed that I don't own Pikmin 3. Like, I wanted to play it again, and I was like, oh, Kevin owns that. I can't just play that whenever I want. So
Why can't you both just own a game?
No, we can. It's just, I mean, with something like that, it's like, I'm gonna, I don't know, save $60 because Kevin's gonna buy it. So
I guess, yeah,
I still get to play it. You know,
that's fair. Mm-hmm.
Trade off sometimes.
There you go.
Save some money. But
Eric,
it's been a while.
It's time. Do you want to go first? I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. Because we're reviewing albums that we listened to.
We're reviewing albums that we've given to each other.
I listened to the Beetlejuice Broadway soundtrack, which I'll tell you, my biggest thing here, Joe, is that I didn't see the musical. So
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, if you've seen the movie, Beetlejuice, and you listen front to back the album, you pretty much get, you know.
I don't know, because
if you can't pull the context of the story, then I don't know what's up with you.
There seems to be a whole section where Beetlejuice actually succeeds in getting Lydia on his side and controlling the home, which doesn't happen in the movie.
No,
there seems
a bit of a...
to be some stuff that happens.
Lydia does in the movie. Lydia, does summon Beetlejuice at the end of it because she needs him. Like that does.
She does summon Beetlejuice, but she doesn't.
They're pals in this one. They're pals.
She doesn't want. It's actually Barbara that summons Beetlejuice, isn't it? I don't know if she ever summons Beetlejuice, but she agrees to marry him because he's got everybody captive because he was summoned. I feel like.
Yeah.
Anyway, there were some differences from the movie clearly, and a lot of like character development happens off song. So I was like, I don't know what happened between these. I liked it though. The music was good. It was a little Danny Elfman-esque at times. Really wish that they had just gotten Danny Elfman to somehow do this musical. That would have been amazing. But he would never, because he's always doing some other weird thing. Yeah, I mean, there was a song. Let me get my notes up here. There was a song that I really liked. My favorite song, which I can't remember the name of, was "Fright of Their Lives." I really liked.
Oh yeah, "Fright of Their Lives" is a fucking bop.
I also really like the humor in the song. That there's a song where Beetlejuice and Lydia seem to have taken over the house, and there's like a Girl Scout with
the Girl Scout
with an arrhythmia that comes to the door. Yes. I thought that was very funny. It was funny. It was, and the thing is that I am a big fan of Beetlejuice. It's probably one of the best movies.
Oh, here we go.
Of all time. No,
of all time.
No, but I think that pretty
Top
much
200.
I think that pretty much since I was like 10 years old, I watch Beetlejuice like once a year. I love Beetlejuice. I've been Beetlejuice for Halloween like the last 3 years because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
And
there's a reason I gave you this. I'll try to give you something to like.
I went to the state fair last year. I was doing the voice. I was doing photo ops with everybody. It was amazing.
Yeah, buddy. But shout out to, I forget his name, but the dude who is Beetlejuice in the musical.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Recording. Mm-hmm. He talked and sang like that for the whole fucking musical.
And I was thinking the exact same thing. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
Every night.
I mean, he makes a joke of it in the first song. Where it's like, I do this shit like 8 times a week. And I'm like, fuck your voice, dude.
But he actually does it. And he puts that gravel in his voice for like everything. And he still hits those notes. And he's doing it every night. That's insane.
Yeah. The level of talent in this recording especially is phenomenal. I really like I like the whole fucking thing. Dead Mom is a fucking banger. I love that song.
You love a ballad.
I do. he calls it out. He calls it out.
I know. I do appreciate
it's
that.
It's Beetlejuice, man. It's Beetlejuice.
You kind of then get absolved from the ballad, really, by the joke. But yeah, so I love Beetlejuice, and really, when this musical came out, I've been like wanting to see it.
I don't know if there's like a live recording or not. I would think there would be.
I want to see it live, and that's sort of the thing of like just listening to a musical too. Is there were a lot of times where I was like, hold on, sorry,
you good? You fine? He's good. He's fine.
We'll cut that. We're not going to cut it. There were a lot of times where like things would happen in the songs where things would reach a peak or they would reference something, and I would think to myself, but there's something cool happening on stage that I can't see.
Oh, yeah. So that song where the Girl Scout shows up and like Beetlejuice and like frightens her, right?
Yeah.
They had several different Beetlejuices popping out, literally popping out of different sections of the stage. Like the floor would open up and they'd jump out. And then it was just a shit ton of Beetlejuices singing and doing the shit with it.
See, I want to see that.
It's dope as shit. It's dope as shit.
They did a couple of references. He does like the learn to throw your voice.
Yes.
Trick your friends, fun at parties.
Yep.
So there are some good, tie-ins directly to the source material. Okay, so my only thing though, my other only thing, is that the one thing that I didn't like, because there were some changes to the source material, I was fine with most of them, but the one thing that I was not crazy about was that Adam and Barbara in the musical seemed to be pretty, and I'm sure there's a lot of character development outside of the songs, but they seem to be pretty cynical, and I didn't care for, like, there's a couple of songs. There's one where they're like, oh, I hate all of these things that we had in our life and they're completely useless. And there's a song at the intro where they were like, I don't know if we want to have a baby and this is such a waste of time and we're at the end of our 10-year plan. And in the movie, it's brought up that they're tired of being like nesting with all their junk, but it's mostly brought on by Beetlejuice and not the final conclusion that they come to.
I honestly think they're given more character in this musical than in the movies.
But they like each other in the movie. That's the whole point. Is that they were like excited to have a baby?
No, they like each other in the musical too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure, and I'm sure that there's a lot of stuff that happens.
It's the fact that they're just nervous about being parents. They just put that in there.
Yeah,
and
I guess.
And they're like, okay, we literally just went and started doing projects because we were too afraid to move forward to the next step. Literally, that's the whole fucking song is.
Okay.
The next step.
Yeah,
but they're like, oh, we can't have a baby yet. I have to antique this. Oh.
Right.
And,
yeah. I just feel like in the movie they and maybe they touch on that. It's been about a year since I've seen Beetlejuice, but
it's almost time.
I know, it really
Halloween's
is
around the corner.
It really is. That was sort of the whole point of those characters, is that what's tragic and frustrating about that is that they died when they were very excited to be together and be alive in that house, and do things, have kids and all that. So that's a little different. Not too crazy about that change, but I do see when you explain it that way, where they were going with that. It was good though. I like it. I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
Yo, we got there. We fucking got there.
I like Beetlejuice, and I'm not completely averse to musicals as you think, and I like a dark musical. Those are my favorites. Sweeney Todd, Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh yeah, baby.
Repo.
There's a lot of good shit in this movie. I really like that. What was that fucking the song with the woman her dad's marrying.
About where she mentions having like buying more crystals.
No reason. Yeah, no reason. Yeah.
That's good.
And just like let me tell you about how my husband left me for a man, and you have to freeze your eggs. And just a bit where she's like, "Are you still talking about me?" And I'm just like, this is hilarious. I love it.
It was funny. It was clever. The music was good.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
The set, you'd like the set design and all the other stuff too. I bet. See if you can look at Because there's some videos and stuff. I encourage you to look those up because those would be fun.
I don't want to spoil it. I want to probably wait till I have like a chance to actually go to the thing.
Okay, sure.
Because
sure.
it came here through a couple different places already, but
got you. Yeah,
but it's expensive to go to live shows.
I like listening to the musical first, and I know a lot of people. I know one of my best friends. She refuses to listen to a song unless she sees it, and I'm like, bitch, Hamilton is amazing, and you need to listen to this already. When are you going to? So
yeah, Hamilton's a tough one to see.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, what are you doing? You're never going to see this. Come on. Please.
You know what? That's one that I watched the movie.
This was when it first came out. We didn't have a movie or anything like that.
That's okay, fair. It took a long time for them to do that.
Yeah. Hamilton's been for a while.
There was no chance to see that. Holy shit.
Yeah. It was good though. I like listening to the music first because I like, and this is the fucking theater nerd in me. I like listening to it and then picturing exactly how I would run the show because I was a techie. So I'm like, all right, set design is this, sound design is this. Here's the marks for all the actors. Here's what I'm seeing. Da 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 da. I can't tell you that when I first listened to Hamilton, I listened to it like 10 times in a row. And I'm like, this is how I would do all this and all this other stuff. And when I saw the show live at ASU, at the Gamage, and they did half the shit I thought in my brain, it was just like, yeah, hell yeah.
Congratulations, Joe. You directed Hamilton in your head.
Is me, yes. No, like I guessed. It's just like whenever it's the same thing for why I like watching wrestling. Even though wrestling is very theater, because that's all it is. It's just theater in the round.
That's why you like it. I get it.
Yeah, but like whenever I can guess a storyline or how they're going to do something or see how it, I'm like, oh, there it is. I know exactly how they're going to do this. Do it like this. Do it like this. Yes, they did it like that. I called it. I feel
we should write a musical, Joe.
Fuck yes, absolutely. We'll call it The Man Who Hates Ballads, and it'll be about you. And then.
The opposite of the Music Man.
And I'll burst in with a ballad every day, and you're just going to eventually get fed up. That's it. That's the musical. If you want something similar to that, Star Kid has a musical called The Man Who Hates Musicals, and it's great.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Star Kid is a great production. They just came out with their horror musical on YouTube, Nerdy Prudes Must Die. So it's like a weird teenage slasher musical.
I don't know if I'm going to like that.
I mean, they did another one called Annie, which is my favorite, like, weird one. Because, you know Annie, right? Annie, the musical. This is A&I. Annie. And it's about Darth Vader.
Anakin?
Yes, it is. It is about Darth Vader.
Little orphan Annie.
It opens up with a scene on the Death Star, and they're like, Darth Vader, please. Call me Annie. All my friends do. He just turns around and is like, oh, we're going to parody the shit out of Star Wars, aren't we? And they proceed to. And it's great. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
They should do that as a saucy puppet show.
I do. There's another one. That's Avenue Q. You should watch. You should listen to
I've never seen Avenue Q, but
that's great. That's one of my. Oh God, we're going on a musical tangent.
I did see a saucy.
I guess musicals are safe from all the talking.
I saw a saucy puppet show of Jurassic Park. Had some songs in it.
I don't like this.
It's pretty great
because I don't want dinosaurs fucking, man.
The dinosaurs weren't fucking.
Oh,
they had a big T-Rex. They made a cool puppet T-Rex. It was awesome.
That's dope.
Anyway, you have an album to review too, don't you, Joe?
Okay, I do. I do have an album to review. Let me.
What's the album that I gave you?
Hold on. I gotta bring it up. Daughters is the name of.
That's the band. Yeah.
What was the name of the album again? Hold on.
It's I know what it is because I like this album.
Call. I have to pull it up anyway.
You won't get what you want.
You won't get what you want by the Daughters, right? Hold on. Let me listen to it again real quick. I'm unplugging. I have to listen to it real quick just to form an opinion.
What do you mean?
Hold on.
Oh, it's me.
Hold on. Sorry, that shouldn't happen.
I hear myself
because I had to unplug it. Hold on. Let me mute. How do I mute the sound for you?
No.
Boom. Okay. Now I'm gonna hold on. Let me just.
I can't hear anything. You got a trash bin for this? I can't hear anything.
Let me unplug that real quick, and then I can talk about the music I just listened to again.
I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, it was actual trash. Actual trash. Is what it was. It's actual trash. I had my earphones plugged into it. Zero. Zero.
I just
Zero.
Love the idea.
Absolute trash.
Love the idea of you sitting there and listening to this.
I listened to a whole album for you. I trusted you. I did nothing but try to cater to both of our interests when I gave you Beetlejuice. And here you are, listening to my woes about the last album you gave me, and then you give me this.
The last album I gave you was
Fugazi.
No,
and it was trash.
Something between that.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Carly Rae. That was different. I went in a different direction this time. This time.
You wanted to force me to listen to Hell.
I know,
did it.
Right? That's what it is, right? It's like
No, don't be like, oh, isn't it great that it's no, it's just shit. It's just garbage.
Nightmare.
It's not artistic. It's not cool. It's not against the grain. It's that fucking concert where we went to the Monkey Trunk back when we were a lot younger, and that motherfucker just had recorded beats and was saying meow, 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 meow 1,000 times again. There's no art. There's no, like, whenever you like something like this, I just think back to when you were just like, oh, isn't he pretentious for going verite and image? And I'm just like, that's you, motherfucker. You pretentious ass prick.
I think it's neat.
You're fucking wrong.
What was your favorite song on
None! They're all garbage! I was uncomfortable and upset the entire time I listened to this.
Kind of neat how it makes you feel like that.
No! I'm already always uncomfortable and upset. Why do I want to fucking dive deeper into that?
It's got like a jump scare in it after the first song. There's like that moment at the end of the first song where you're like, what the fuck is going to happen? And it goes, BAM! And you're like, oh! I really like it. I think on my, I'm working on a list of 200 favorite albums.
That better not be on this fucking
I think it's like number 80.
80? There are 120 other albums you hated more than this.
No, like that I like less. I don't hate. They're my favorite albums. It's up there though. It's cool as fuck, dude. The band's full of shitty people. Side note, but the album's fucking wild. It's like a chemical burn, man. It's like it fucking burns your face off. It's amazing. It's got that riff in The Reason Why They Hate Me. That it's like that screechy like.
Oh yeah, let me recreate all the music I heard.
It's so good. I could have done you so much dirtier than this, Joe.
You still did me dirty. That's the issue. Don't you see? Don't you see that you're still doing just? It doesn't matter how the level of dirty. You're still doing me dirty. You fuck. You fuck.
Did you take any notes?
Happy 100th episode, everybody. The angry crazy Joe is here again. I swear to fucking God. You know what I did for you, too? I'm going to spoil it. I'm going to spoil this. I was going to be so nice. Hold on. Hold the fuck up. You stay right the fuck there. Fucking piece of shit. Goddamn.
I can't imagine him really just sitting there listening to Daughters. I wonder what that was like. I wonder if he was just like alone in his room I think it's neat.
Fucking piece of shit. This prick. Goddamn stupid motherfucker. I have to share a channel with. God damn it. All right, motherfucker.
What'd you do?
So I'm going to be in town for Christmas, as always.
Mm-hmm.
So we're probably going to meet up and record.
Mm-hmm.
And I got you a gift.
Oh, thank you.
You fuck. I got you a vinyl of the Synthwave guys.
Ooh. Oh, thank you.
Because I wanted to support them. And I was like, you guys printed vinyl. I'm like, yes, we did. I'm like, how much did that cost? Like, how many did you make?
To do, yeah.
Like 200. Because, you kind of have to do it at that point. I'm like, okay. So I got a nice vinyl. It's very cool. They were great. This is your Christmas gift. I'm showing it to you.
Don't break it in half on screen.
No, I'm not going to break it in half because they spent money. And there's a lot of good music. There's a lot. You know what's on this, Eric?
What?
You know what's on this? Good music.
I'm gonna get you a vinyl
Good music. Don't give me vinyl. I don't have a record player. But you're just such a fuck. You're such a fuck. Because I'm like, here I am. Yeah, but you knew I wouldn't. That's the issue. I listen
to that shit.
No. No, come here. But you knew I wouldn't. You knew I wouldn't.
I just want to know.
There was a fucking piece of you that was like, ooh, he's going to be forced to listen to this whole album.
What was it? Where did you sit? When you listened to it? Did you listen to the whole thing?
I listened to the whole thing all the way through. Because I'm like, maybe there's just one thing here that I could enjoy and talk about. Nope.
I thought the reason they hate me is a little bit poppy. I thought you might get to that and Where were you sitting? What were you doing? Were you just sitting alone?
Right there. I was sitting right the fuck there. And I'm like, okay. I tried to go to the gym with it, and I'm like, this isn't going to happen. So I sat there, and I had a coffee, and I had my blanket. I had my weighted blanket for comfort. For comfort, I had my weighted blanket. And I just tried to, picture a story or do something. I tried to get into it, and I just couldn't. I just suffered.
Well, I'm glad that you tried.
Of course I'm going to try, because I'm a good friend, motherfucker.
I would give that album a 5 out of 5. What would
you don't get to rate. Album? You don't get to rate that album. It's a 0. It is actual trash. Actual trash.
Oh, this is fun for me.
You're a piece of shit. Anyway, happy 100th episode. Hey, everybody. Thank you for spending some time with us. No, there's no hold up. It's 34 minutes.
The next album that I want you to listen to is Sadness Will Prevail by Today Is the Day. All right.
No. You give me something better than that.
I like that album. You're not gonna. No, I won't make you listen to that. You will not like that. Nobody enjoys that.
Give me a better album by Wednesday. Anyway, everybody, thank you for spending some of your time with us. Happy 100 episodes, you fuck. And goodbye, everybody.
Bye.